So these are rubber caps, rubber seals in here, and we're going to need to make up a special tool to get these nuts off so we can get the seals off the camshafts. So we're going to have to mark how all this lines up before we start pulling it apart. So here's our measured gaps, and we need to work out what the plus extra it is to get the gap down to the smaller end of the limit, or the nominal size that we want. So we've got a green pen to write in, and a red pen, and a black and a blue to help keep the numbers separated so we don't get confused. So when we take the inlet cam opening shim out, 0.03 to 0.11 we add to the size of whatever we measure. So that will give us the 0.18, which is operational minimum size, and then the check minimum size is 0.1. Focus. Nominal is 0.2. So we're only 0.21. So to get to the smaller size, we need to add 1.11, or to get down to the 0.8 size, we're only doing 0.03. The shims only come in 0.05. So 0.05 is the increments. So that's not achievable. That one's achievable with a 0.05 difference. So if we subtract the 0.05 from our measurement, we should end up with a gap of 0.16 by going to the next shim size up, which would be good. It will just put us, it'll keep us above the minimum and just below the minimum on the operational. So we'll just go through, do all the calculations, and then we can take the shims out and measure them. So that's top dead center for the horizontal, and this is top dead center for our vertical. So I'm going to pull this one apart first, get a practice run. Need to make a spanner, like I said, I think I said before, a spanner to get this off. Because the front one, you need to take the radiator off, because here's your cam cover here. So the radiator's in the way, this cover's in the way for the oil cooler. Front wheel's pretty much going to be in the way as well. So we'll put it on the stand and we'll get all the front wheel and everything off. But we'll do that after we've done a practice run on this one. So I'm going to take photos of the positions of this. The dot here, or the hole there. We've got the dot over here. There's no hole on this one. Alright, but there are some painted marks on there. We'll take note of the position of the cams. That dot there is lined up. That dot there is almost lined up. There's a little bit of play in them because the belt's pretty loose. So there's one reason why you need to get your cam belt tension right. If it's that loose, you've got camshaft timing difference. So we've marked our cam belt, and we've marked it down here on the drive pulley, and we've marked it here on the exhaust cam. Okay. Alright, they should be loose. some brake clean, and we will put a pen mark on here. Not sure if you can mix these up, and I don't want to mix them up. I want them back in the same spot. Alright, put an X on this one, X on this one. And we'll take a photo. Oh, good. Okay, just a soft tap there, and that one is coming off. So that looks pretty good. Can't see any bad wear in there. Get that in. There's the seals that we want to get off and change. So it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like there's any nasty wear. Cam lobes look good. So we've got one opener one out. You can see a bit of marks on there, and a bit of a polishing mark on there. Can't feel that with the fingernail or anything. I can't read any number on that, so there's no number etched on there. So down here is the oil hole, so you need to make sure you put something in there. You normally just put a bolt in there, stop you dropping anything down there. So I just tried a 7mm drill down there. 7mm will fit. So you need to, quite a bit of oil in there, so you need to get something smaller than 7mm. So I just put some black rubber hose in there, so you can't lose it. And if I drop anything metal down there and I try and pick it up with the magnet, it won't magnetise to the magnet and that. So we need to get these clips out of here to get this shim out. So you can see that this pushes back now. Alright, so don't know if I was in the way or not, but we have our magnet here. Let me bring it down closer, eh? So you can push that back, and then we just push your shim down. Oh, there goes the valve. The shims aren't sitting in properly. Alright. There's one clip. There's the other clip. So there's the other little ring clip. Now, I should be able to get this. There we go. So, what have we got here? We've got the closing shim. And I can't see any number etched into that either. So we will have to measure all of these. So you can push the spring off to the side and reduce the spring tension. So this one here, we can push that all the way back. So if we undo the spring on this side, that will allow that to come back. There should be enough room to get the valve seal out and get a new valve seal in there, but this will be in the way because you need a straight tool to knock it on. And then how you get the valve seal out is going to be a hell of a mission, because it seems to be recessed into the bore there. So I don't know how you'll get that out. So I might have wasted me money buying those. The ones up here look like they're sitting above. The inlet ones look like they're sitting above the casting. But either way, the closing rocker is still in the way. So you need to remove this whole cover, which goes from there to there. So it comes all the way down to here. So I'm not sure if this might be part of the water jacket, I think. So then you've got to let all the coolant out as well. So it's not looking like it's going to be a very easy job to try and change those valve stem seals. There is enough room to get it off, but can't see how you're going to get it out, or how you're going to get it back in with the appropriate tool. So I've just got a bit of string to hold that one up because it keeps falling down and gets in the way, and then I just run the string over and got it tied to a spanner. That's all you need, because it doesn't take much to stop that from falling down. So all of these ones, the springs are off. This one doesn't want to come off with the closing shim in there, so we'll have to get that out. And then that should move back far enough that you can get that spring to unclip.